it seems like the obvious thing. The first film was so successful, so charming, but what was it about these characters that you wanted to continue to tell the story, really?
We left number one with them achieving a top 10 album hit, which was incredible, but there was so much more of their story to tell. And audiences loved number one. We felt that there was an appetite to continue the journey.
And I think, the second stage of their story is equally as unique and as compelling as the first one. If you'd heard that 10 singing fishermen played Glastonbury and supported Beyonce, you want to make that film. It's just that we'd already made one, so we were like, well, why aren't we making this one too? And I think, if there's an appetite for number three, there's definitely a conversation with everybody, because they're unique. And I think there is no film without that band and without each man behind it. And, we hopefully done their story justice.
And you've got some amazing actors. This time round, because they are so established and they know their characters inside out, did you encourage a little bit of sort of collaboration from them to see about their art?
It was a really satisfying process writing for the actors that we'd already worked with. We could write for their strengths. Collaboration is key for us always as filmmakers. That's how we get the strongest film in the end of the day. And the process is way more fun like that. So yeah, James Purefoy came on as executive producer. The rehearsal process is really important for us as directors. Everybody brings a bit of themselves to it. That's how we work. It's great.
Yeah. Is it important to you guys as well? This film really is steeped with tradition. These shanty towns, they're centuries old. How important is it for you to celebrate the, I suppose, Cornish traditions really, and open that up to? It's not just a seaside town. It's much more than that.
The film is about community. It's a celebration of Cornwall, but it's also a celebration of the sense of community that travels everywhere out of Cornwall. We're taking the beautiful Cornish traditions, scenery, people, but it's connecting with audiences nationwide and globally for the reason that it's universal. We all need those connections. We need to share, emotions and support more so now than ever after the lockdown.
We're reminding people of what they've probably been missing, and I think what we've all been through with COVID has probably really focused everybody on what's important. And I think more so than ever, we've realised how important it is to be around people, which is why it's so important that this film is being played in cinemas across the nation, not just on a streamer. And I think that you want to watch a film that is, that has laughter, that has emotion, tears, but most importantly, song and singing. And I don't think that you can replicate that in your living room. Want to see that in the cinema. That's why cinema is so important.
All those things are enhanced by being around other people, doing it in unity. Crying, laughing, singing, yeah, definitely.
And finally, before I let you go to celebrate your film here, you're not making a documentary, you're making a film that's entertaining, yet you want to be authentic to the people you're writing about, but also you have a entertainment to make. How do you balance that?
We've taken some dramatic license to make sure that the film has an arc, that each character has its arc. It's inspired by real events, it's inspired by the real band, who we're huge fans of, hopefully friends with still after they've seen the film. There's a little bit of massaging stuff, but we're inspired by their story.
But also I think just as writers and directors, Meg and I, our reference points are films that we grew up on, which are, we believe that, you can't just constantly laugh throughout a film. You've got to have pathos, you've got to have drama. And it almost felt like that fell out of fashion, the combination of that, dramedy, the comedy and the drama. But we love that. We love the roller coaster ride of laughing one minute, crying the other, singing your heart out the next.
It's really important. Yeah.
Because that's what life is. That's what life is, and that's what we try and do.
I think we've gone a little deeper with the characters this time, to go back to your question about working with people already. It gave them and us the confidence to delve a little bit deeper into the character arcs. Not necessarily darker, but just to travel a bit further with them all, not just on a surface level. So, yeah.
I'm going to see it myself in a moment. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you for your time and best of luck. Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.